a particular country has sent certain test kits and certain things that are used in testing for whether you are positive or negative when it comes to COVID-19. And I told you that I know by the Spirit that those things are contaminated. When you allow it to be used on you, they will rather infest you. They will rather infect you. I get a call from a contact I have in one of the highest scientific research institutions in Ghana. And this, my contact tells me that the swabs that they have brought for the testing, they tested it at the research center and they were infected with COVID-19. Problem is that they can't talk about it. The president has told us that we'll be doing more testings. Don't do it. It is not against the law. We are not doing mandatory testing. I am not saying the president is aware of this thing. Please alert the president so that they test those things before they are used on Ghanaians, because the president has assured us that the Ghanaian people are his concern. The president told us that our children that he has made to go to school, he will not jeopardize their lives. He said he will not put them in harm's way. Why do you think the numbers are going high? And so, president, please hear your people. Fellow Ghanaians are speaking.
Fire City Chapel, home of Word Fire Generation Ministries. Subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell for more updates.
I have an important announcement to give. Fire citizens worldwide, I want you to listen carefully. And even if you are not a fire citizen but you join us online, I want you to listen very carefully, especially those in Ghana. All right. The president has spoken to the nation. Again, it's not the focus for what I want to tell you. But I thought some things were not too clear for me. Until now, the instruction is that we should stay home. The instruction is that we should stay home as much as possible. We should stay home. We shouldn't, even if we go to church, 5,000 rules and regulations. Fire City, we say that 5,000 rules and regulations, there are too many, so we won't open. We thank God for the president. We thank God for our ministers. We thank God for the members of cabinet. We thank God for all those ruling the country. When the president gave the address recently, he says, we should not let COVID-19 put fear in us. We should go out. We shouldn't stay indoors. We should go out to register. When it came to registration, the president says, whether COVID-19 or not, our lives must still go on. Wow. Wow. When it came to registering. Anyway, he told us that he's not interested in doing anything that would rig the elections, and that he wouldn't even be proud to be a president that came out of a rigged election. That's not what we are looking at. The fact that when it came to registering, the president says we should go out. And I mean, I think it's good. I think it's good. I don't have any qualms about it. I pray for the president. I will in no way dishonor the president. The Bible says we should pray for our leaders. So we'll do that. But family, let me say this. About 3 or 4 months ago, when this whole thing started, some of you called me and said some medical people had come to the area you live and they wanted to test you for all that. And I stood here and I said, go ahead and get tested. Nothing would happen. You'll be fine. God has sent me again to you. And family, listen to me carefully. Don't allow yourself to be tested. Don't allow yourself to be tested, especially the one they use the swabs. They would open your mouth and use the swab. They'll just take some sample. Don't do it. The whole of this month, we have been having an online conference, and we have studied a lot about what is going on with the coronavirus and all that. That was exclusive for Fire Citizens, so I won't talk about that here. But here's the thing. I have a contact from one of the best science and research centers in Ghana. Remember the last day of the conference, I told you that there are certain things that certain countries or a particular country, the dragon, a particular country has sent certain test kits and certain things that are used in testing for whether you are positive or negative when it comes to COVID-19. And I told you that I know by the Spirit that those things are contaminated. When you allow it to be used on you, they will rather infest you. They will rather infect you. When I told you at the conference, it was just because the Spirit of God had told me, and I believe the Spirit of God, and I do what He says. And you are my family, you are my people. I'm supposed to lead you and guide you. So it is what I hear from God, I tell you. Here is what happened. Then I get a call from a contact I have in one of the highest scientific research institutions in Ghana. And this, my contact tells me that the swabs that they have brought for the testing, they tested it at the research center and they were infected with COVID-19. Problem is that they can't talk about it. I will not mention that institution's name, and I won't mention my contact's name. But this was an information, and this my contact told me because of the conference we have been doing. Because I've been talking about these things privately, only to family. Wherever you are watching me from in Ghana, the president has told us that we'll be doing more testings. Don't do it. It is not against the law. We are not doing mandatory testing. It's a different thing if the president says that if you are not going to allow to be tested, then you'll be arrested. When he says that, I'll come and address you. Because God will speak and I'll come and tell you. For now, he has not said that. Family, please, in the name of God, don't let them test you with that thing. Don't let them put anything on you, anything in your mouth, anything, so that they say that the thing is already infected. For some of you watching me in other countries, it's mandatory. If you don't do it, you won't go to work. If you don't do it, we are praying for you. We are praying for you. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High God shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. You will not be affected. For those in other countries, that is mandatory. If you don't do it, they won't let you go to work. If you don't do it, they are not going to pay you. If you don't do it, you won't get to go to school and all that. We are praying for you. We thank God that here in Ghana, it hasn't gotten that far. But family, be careful. And Christians watching me, you don't necessarily have to be part of Fire City to be careful. I am not saying the president is aware of this thing. Please get me. I'm not saying the president is aware. What I'm saying is that the things they have shipped into the country for the testing, don't do it. And I thank God that Fire City Chapel, when we have our online services, some people in the government, you watch. Please alert the president so that they test those things before they are used on Ghanaians. Because the president has assured us that the Ghanaian people are his concern. The president told us that our children that he has made to go to school, he will not jeopardize their lives. He said he will not put them in harm's way. And so, president, please hear your people. Fellow Ghanaians are speaking. Please, those things are infected. You take it as this bishop doesn't know what he's talking about, so let me just test it and see. You take it as this bishop has no idea what he's saying. Please let our scientific research people test these things before they are used on Ghanaians. Why do you think the numbers are going high? Why do you think the numbers are going high? Our borders are closed. We have military men guarding our borders, so people are not coming in or going out. I'm told if you would come in or go out, it's on specialized basis, it's on diplomatic relations and all that. But generally, people are locked in. Why do you think the numbers are going up? Mr. President, we believe in you. You said you care about us. You said you will not let harm come to us. This is the time to do something. The same authority you used to quarantine us, to lock us down, to do all that, please let our science people test these kids. It is not safe. It is not safe. Fire City Chapel, listen to me. Don't allow any of those swabs to be used on you. Don't. Our children have gone to school. Some are in the university, some are in the senior high, some are in the junior high. They must be protected. What is the essence of protecting them when the things they are using to test them are infected? I mean, how? Some people sit somewhere and they plan something. We should not allow this. I am told that all over Facebook, particular companies from a particular country are advertising that they are doing these products, they are selling these products, so they want retailers from Ghana. Let's be careful. There are so many things about this coronavirus happening, so many things. As a family, we have discussed it privately on our online conference platforms and all that. Please, family, don't do this. 4 months ago, I told you, feel free, be tested, whatever, because at that time we hadn't had those particular equipments. Things have happened. God has sent me to you again. Don't do it.